Hello everyone, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Monday afternoon to all my viewers on this awesome channel. Today the Dallas Cowboys will be traveling to Western Pennsylvania in the Steel City in the 412 in the Three River City of Pittsburgh, PA. Pittsburgh is home to the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers. And Pittsburgh is well known for its restaurants. Eaton Park is very well known for its Smiley cookies. So, Smiley cookies, they're really, really good. So, they're like shortbread cookies that have icing on them with a smiley face, which they usually give it to young children after their meal. Or you could usually buy like a dozen, and I think there's a website called smileycookie.com. Primanti Bros, it's very well known for its fries on its sandwiches, which taste really, really good. Also home to the late rapper Mac Miller, who was born in Point Breeze, neighborhood of Pittsburgh in January of 1992. And it's home to Heinz Ketchup, which was founded in 1869, has 57 varieties. They say it's grown, not made. So without a further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into this, and we'll see you guys at Heinz Field at kickoff. Welcome at nice Heinz Field overlooking the Ohio River. As we see the Pittsburgh Steelers come out of the tunnel to face off against this Dallas Cowboys, visiting Dallas Cowboys. When I said we were going to do it in Arlington, I changed it up and decided to do it here in Pittsburgh.
Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers versus Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
Alright, now we are ready to kick off here in Pittsburgh as the Dallas Cowboys will return in this episode. So they're ready to kick off, and Tony Pollard is ready to run this out, and he will get stopped right around the 23-ish. And we get the Mississippi State product, Dak Prescott, to step onto the field for the first time today to play on offense for this Dallas Cowboys team right here. So now Prescott back to pass. Oh, and I'm thinking he's going to get sacked here. And he does. And there's a fumble there. TJ Watt makes the sack after. And Dallas, in fact, recovers the fumble recovery. But they're at the 18-yard line. So it's second down at 15. And that is an incomplete pass. 0 for 1 for Dak Prescott on the day so far. He'll get completed passes, though. All right, now he's going to run this out. He will get pressured as it will be 0-2. 4th and 15 now. And we're ready to return the punt with JuJu Smith-Schuster, the USC product and the Long Beach, California native. Also home to the rapper Snoop Dogg, who is also a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. And he is ready to break some tackles, and he will get stopped at the middle of the field, down at the 50-yard line. And we also see Ben Roethlisberger, the University of Miami of Ohio product, steps onto the field for the first time today in this game. So now it's 1st and 10, ready to pass here. And he will get stopped at the 40, 10 yards. So it's 2nd and inches. Actually, I don't know why they call it 2nd and inches, but pretty shy of it. And it's now 2nd and inches. We're just going to run it in for the first down with Big Ben Roethlisberger, as he will get a rush in 8 yards. So this will be a 1st and 10 now from the 32. And I'm ready to pass here, and I'm going to pass it off. Oh, and it's 1 for 2 on the day. And I'm thinking Oh, and he gets sacked by Gerald McCoy, the former Tampa Bay Buccaneers defensive lineman. Gets the sack. Hopefully we can get a first down here, as now he's going to pass it off to JuJu Smith-Schuster, and it is incomplete pass. This will be 4th down. I am not going to do a kick return. I'm not going to do a field goal try here. And I'm just going to call this passing play here. And I'm going to pass it off to JuJu Smith-Schuster, and he gets it into the end zone. And this will be the first points of the game for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 36-yard touchdown there, as it will be JuJu Smith-Schuster's first touchdown of the game here in the 4-1-2. All right, now it is first down and 10 from the 33-yard line here in Pittsburgh. That's when that's the year 1933 when they were founded. And Michael Gallup is going to get it into the end zone. And this will be the first point of the game for the Dallas Cowboys, as this will now be tied 7-7 here in Pittsburgh. All right, now we're ready to return the kickoff here with some JuJu Smith-Schuster, as it's tied 7-7. Pittsburgh wants to take a lead, though. And now he's going to break a couple of tackles. No one's going to stop him, however. He's just going to run this out. He's going to score a touchdown, and he unfortunately will score a TD as he slides on into the end zone. 95-yard kickoff return touchdown there by the Steelers, as he just runs it, gets it into the end zone, and that will be a touchdown, as it will now be 14-7. All right, now we're ready to blitz here, as it will be first down and 10 now from the 32, as he will get stopped at the 30. Zeke Elliott gets his first rush of the game here, as we're going to do a blitz call. I call it a call because it's how they do it in football. All right, now Ezekiel Elliott is just going to run this out. No one's going to stop him there. Nobody will, and he's going to get a large amount of yardage. Touchdown there, 70 yards in fact, as it will now be tied 14-14 here in the 4-1-2. All right, now we're ready to return the middle here with some JuJu Smith-Schuster. I might swap him out after this. Kickoff return for possibly Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he's going to get stopped at the 31 there, as this is going to end up tying. As this will end up tied 14-14 here in the first quarter. Oh, and we see some James Conner getting his first rush of the game, and he gets down at the 47. All right, now we're ready to run here with some James Conner, the Erie native, PA. So he will get down at the 19 there. The University of Pittsburgh product, who really didn't really have to leave the stadium. He's going to remember when he retires that he will always be remembered for playing most of his career at Heinz Field. And he jumps on into the end zone, dives in there for his first rushing touchdown to the game. And it will now be 21-14 here in Pittsburgh. All right, now it is first down and 10 from the 33 here, as the 2-minute warning will begin in just a small moment. Oh, no, it will not. And Zeke Elliott gets stopped at the 26 there. It is second down and 3 now. We're going to use a blitz call down at the 26 there, as he's going to pass it off to CeeDee Lamb, the rookie from Oklahoma. 4 for 6, 155 yards. So he got 45 more yards to go, and then he'll get 200 yards on the day. And he will get sacked. Dak Prescott down at the 11. So it's 2nd down and 8. And will he get it into the end zone, Amari Cooper? They're going to say yes, he will, as this will be his first receiving touchdown of the game, and it will now be tied 21-21 here in the Three River City of Pittsburgh. All right, now he's going to pass it off to Amari Cooper. He gets it into the end zone, and that will be a TD, as it will now be tied 21-21. And the Dallas Cowboys do get a 2-point safety here after Ben Roethlisberger accidentally went out of bounds. And they get the free kick at the 20. So it's now going to be 23-21 here in Pittsburgh, as we're going to use some zone coverage, as they will be down at the 45 there. And he will pass it off to Zeke Elliott, but does not get a first down. 2nd down and 6 now from the 49. So now he's going to pass it off. Oh, fumble! And the Dallas Cowboys, in fact, have the football, and they will recover. Wow, look at the nice skyline of Pittsburgh. It's very well known for its golden bridges. And really, it just makes it so unique about Pittsburgh. Even the Roberto Clemente Bridge is gold. And I think that's the most iconic. And I think, will the Steelers get the INT? No, they will not. But it was a pretty close one, as it's now 23-21. The Steelers are trailing by 2 points now. And we'll see you guys at the second. All right, now we're ready to return the kickoff here, as it's the second half already. We returned the first half. Told you guys we were going to use some Minkah Fitzpatrick, and we are. And he will get stopped at the 35 there, as it will be 1st down and 10. So I'm thinking of using some Deontay Johnson as in our receiving core. And that is an incomplete pass. 2 for 5 on the day, 46 yards, and a touchdown. So now I'm going to run it in with some Ben Roethlisberger here. He's going to break a tackle, and he will get stopped at the 46 there. So he's going to pass it off. Oh, and it's an incomplete pass. 2 for 6, 2nd down and 10 now from the 46 here. And I'm hoping I'll pass it off to some Eric Ebron, and he will break a couple of tackles there, and he will get down at the 38. 3 for 7, 62 yards, and it's a 1st down. We're ready to go here. And we're going to use some Ohio spacing. I'm going to pass it off to Alejandro Villanueva, the U.S. Army veteran, who first served in 2010 at the age of 21. And as soon as he signed with the Steelers, he was practice squad with the Philadelphia Eagles for a short time. And after that, he decided, you know what, I'm staying for the rest of my career with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he did. So it is 1st and goal now. We're in the red zone. And we're hoping to get at least a touchdown. I'm thinking I'm going to use Alejandro Villanueva, and he gets it into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers, as it will be his first receiving touchdown of the game, as it will now be 28-23 here in the 4-1-2. All right, now we're going to use a blitz play here as it's 1st and 10 now from the 29, and they're going to run it. And Zeke Elliott will get stopped there. 5 rushes and 38 yards for him on the day. We're going to use another blitz play, and it's 2nd down and 13 from the 26. So now he's ready, and it's to throw incomplete. 7 for 11, 175 yards, and at least 2 touchdowns at the maybe 3. All right, now Dak Prescott is going to run the field now, and he will lose the football, and Cam Hayward recovers the fumble recovery, whose father used to play as fullback in the NFL for the Atlanta Falcons. So, big men in the Pittsburgh Steelers step on to the field again, and this will be the first turnover of the game for the Dallas Cowboys. Now, he's going to run this out. He will get stopped at the 23. 5 rushes, 55 yards. And we're ready to pass here.
Jackie, on the table!
All right, now we're going to use some Ben Roethlisberger. And he's going to run this, get it in. And this will end the 3rd quarter. And he reached 50 yards there, JuJu Smith-Schuster, as it will be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. So we're going to move those chains here and get first downs and win the football game. That's what Pittsburgh's objective is. And we're going to use the ISO play. And now he's going to run it in. James Conner, and that will be a touchdown, as it will now be 35-23 here in the three-river city of Pittsburgh. All right, now it is 1st and 10 from the 34. As the Dallas Cowboys have Andy Dalton. He recently signed with Dallas in the offseason. After spending 8 years with the Cincinnati Bengals, most of it under head coach Marvin Lewis, and he's just going to run this out there, and he will get stopped at the 48, so it's 1 rush and 14 yards there. It's now 35-23. So now he's down at the 48. He's ready to pass, and it's also incomplete there. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Oh, and I thought the Steelers were going to get the INT, but it's 3rd and 10 now from the 48. And there is a flag on the play. This will also be incomplete, but they're going to get 5 yards. They're going to move up 5 yards, is what they're possibly going to say. And it actually happens. 3rd and 5 as we see the Heinz Ketchup bottles, which are very iconic to Pittsburgh. Which most people say Heinz Ketchup is really delicious, but I could agree with that. And it's 4th and 5 here, and they're trying to do a 4th down conversion. You know what I would do on 4th down and 5? He gets a reception, and he will get marked down at the 3 or the 4, but there is an offsides penalty again. And they're going to decline. Hopefully they're going to get another TD reception there. So now they're down at the 4. Oh, and it's an interception by Minkah Fitzpatrick. He will run this out. This is like James Harrison in his, I think, 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. He just rolls it in. And that is 98 yards there by Minkah Fitzpatrick. What an incredible play. And this will be the Dallas Cowboys' second turnover. He read the receiver, which was Zeke Elliott, his intended receiver, and he just runs it all the way to the other side of the gridiron. Touchdown Steelers, and we're going to do a 2-point conversion here, which will add us 2 points up on the board. And he gets it in for 2 points, and then we'll count. We're going to take a break here, and we'll see you guys when we're back on offense. All right, it is 4th and goal from the 7-yard line here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. As Andy Dalton, and I think he's going to get another INT there, and we were going to get stopped at the 2, as it will be 1st down and 10. And this is Dallas's 3rd turnover of the game, in fact. And he's going to get pinned in the end zone by Leighton Vander Esch for a 2-point safety, as it's now going to be 43-25 here in Pittsburgh still. Steelers are winning by 18, so they're going to win this game out. They're going to do a free punt at the 20-yard line, and they are going to return it, as they're going to get stopped at the 45. As this will be a 1st and 10 from the 45. We're going to blitz on this play. It just got so dark early. It was lighter in the first quarter. They always do it prime time, America's game of the week. So they're going to recover the football. Think Zach Martin, and they will get stopped at the 44 there. Dallas is going to take a timeout, however. And I'm thinking for the next Cowboys-Steelers game, instead of doing it in Arlington, Texas, we may as well do it in London, England, on the other side of the planet, all across the Atlantic. So that will be a pretty interesting matchup to see right there, as it's now 43-25. And they're going to record another interception here. And I think it's by Joe Hayden. And this will end the game. This is likely going to end the game here with some James Conner. And he will get stopped at the 48 there. And this ends the game. The Pittsburgh Steelers take the W in the 4-1-2 in the Three Rivers Stadium City at home. 43-25 was the final score. Like, they just came. It was going to be a pretty close game in the first half, but then Pittsburgh decided to win it out. And we will see you guys. The next Cowboys Steelers will be in 10 episodes from now, episode 22 of season 2. And this time it won't be in Arlington, Texas. It will be in London, England. So we will see you guys at statistics. As you guys saw, the Cowboys lost to the Pittsburgh Steelers 43-25. Dallas had a total offense of 322. Pittsburgh had 216. Pittsburgh had 107 rushing yards, while Dallas had 63. 259 passing yards for Dallas, while Pittsburgh had 109. 9 first downs for Pittsburgh, 8 for Dallas. So total yards 504. Pittsburgh got 407. Dallas had 4 turnovers. Let's see how many penalties. We only got 1. They had none. We were in red zone for 3 out of 3 for 100. We got only 1 2-point conversion. Dak Prescott, 7 for 11, 175 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Ben Roethlisberger with a passer rating of 137.5 was 7 for 11 on the day, 113 yards as well, and 2 touchdowns. Andy Dalton, who just played in the fourth quarter, had a 15.1 passer rating, 5 out of 16 there. No touchdowns, but 3 interceptions. James Conner had 8 attempts, 57 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Ben Roethlisberger had 6 carries and 50 yards and no touchdowns. Zeke Elliott had 5 attempts, and 38 yards and no touchdowns. Receiving wise, Amari Cooper had 4 receptions, 121 yards, and 1 touchdown. Alejandro Villanueva had 3 receptions, 29 yards, and a TD. Ezekiel Elliott had 3 receptions, 72 yards, and a touchdown. JuJu Smith-Schuster had 2 receptions, 58 yards, and a TD. Michael Gallup had 1 reception and 33 yards and a TD. Defensively, let's take a look at how many sacks. Jared McCoy had 2 sacks on the day. Chubi Alshwazi had 1 sack. Cameron Hayward had a sack in this game. Devin Bush, TJ Watt all had sacks. Joe Hayden, Steven Nelson, and Minkah Fitzpatrick all had INTs there. But Leighton Vander Esch scored one of the safeties, and the other one, he went out of bounds accidentally. And Minkah Fitzpatrick scored the only defensive touchdown. And I do want to say thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Please stay tuned for more content in the near later future. And peace out. Have a great Monday afternoon. Oh, wait. We have one more thing to do. And JuJu Smith-Schuster had a kickoff return for a touchdown.